Hey, Rich Samini, DJ Bienemy, Connor Hughes, Bart Scott, Willie Colon, and the rest of you clowns in the New York media, go fuck yourself. What's going on? Welcome to Straight 100 Jets, where unlike the New York media, you will get straight analysis without any slant, clickbait, or BS. So, as we all know, the Jets lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28-24. The world champion, defending world champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, were in a game which a severely undermanned Jets team, where a lot of their players were out due to COVID or with injury, basically outplayed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the first 58 minutes of the game. They had Tampa Bay on the ropes for 58 of the 60 minutes. The 4-12 New York Jets. Now think about that. And Zach Wilson had his best game of the year against those same world champions, where he was poised, he was confident, and he was going toe-to-toe with the greatest of all time, Tom Brady. But if you saw any of the coverage from the New York media, they immediately made the game about now the infamous 4th and 2 play where Zach ends up sneaking it and missing the first down. And there was miscommunication on the sideline when the plan was supposed to be a jet sweep to Braxton Berrios. But listen to this post-game commentary from SNY, a supposed Jets channel, which is supposed to be pro-Jets. Listen to the commentary from Bart Scott and Willie Colon regarding that play.
Jets. This not about looking at looks. This is about saying to myself, it's my time to be the guy. I'm going to win the game, and everybody's going to love me. This was about ego. This is about selfishness. This is about not understanding that at this point in the game, it's not about Zach Wilson. This is about the New York Jets.
Before we were talking about he needed to humble himself because he was trying to make it about himself and prove how big his arm was, and I talked about it before the game. Like, being a great player is doing the little things, routinely. And the little thing would be to hand the ball off and let Berrios live in the day and be the guy. But he wanted to go with the quarterback sneak so he can get up and pump his fist. Look what I just did. I won the game, and do all that type of stuff. Me, instead of allowing Berrios to be able to be the guy to get the reverse, make the first down so y'all can take the knee and you can say you beat the GOAT. See, so that's the character flaw. We're not talking about who cares in the grand scheme of whether they win this game or lose this game. It wasn't about that. It's about the decision-making of the guy that's going to have the ball in his hands more than anybody on the field, because he has your future in his hands literally 80 times a game. That's why he's considered the most important person on the field. It's because it's his decision and his ability to be a high percentage decision-maker to do that.
Now, I don't know about you, but two questions come to mind after I see that clip. Number one, has Zach Wilson shown any kind of evidence of selfishness, me first attitude? Has there been? No, there hasn't been. He's owned up to all his mistakes and his growing pains in his rookie year. He's been nothing but the model teammate, and he said all the right things. So where is this coming from? And my next question is, have you seen any other post-game shows for any other team that would be doing this kind of stuff? No. Mostly it would be constructive criticism, praise for when things go right, all of that, but you don't get that from the New York media. Instead, what we get from the New York media is sensationalism, causing controversy when there is none, and the pushing of agendas, which you could clearly see in these tweets by the corporate media. In the case of Rich Samini, he's made a 30-year career out of trolling Jets fans in order to get views and clicks. Now, back in the day, the New York media was important because the only places you would get your information are basically from the New York papers, the Post, the Daily News, the Times, etc., and WFAN, the big flagship station of 24-hour sports. That was the only places you can get your media back in the day. But now there's so many great content creators coming up on YouTube who only have the Jets' best interests at heart, that only want to see the Jets succeed, who don't have an agenda, who are not going to act the fool to get clicks. And they're definitely worth checking out. I mean, obviously, if you like my show, great, and I'd love to continue the conversations about the Jets, and it would be great. But there's also other content creators that have been doing it longer than I have, who are more established, and I'll leave links to those pages below. Now there's no use for the New York media. It's not like they're breaking scoops, getting scoops on the inside. The Jets won't give them shit. They're just basically doing the same thing I'm doing, just with a bigger platform. There is no use for them. I mean, who would you rather get your news from? Someone who cares about the Jets, who actually wants to see them succeed, or somebody like DJ Bieniemy, who, for the New York Daily News, who just so happens to be a hardcore Miami Dolphins fan? I mean, you're going to trust your news to a fan of one of the Jets' biggest rivals? Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be real objective. The facts are now things are changing for the better for the Jets. They've doubled their win total from last year. We have a promising quarterback that continues to progress every week. Yes, maybe not to the level that we like, but he is progressing, and he had his best game as a pro against the defending world champions with his top 3 receivers out. So that is definitely progress. Do I have concerns? Absolutely, still. I mean, my biggest concern is why Saleh would keep Jeff Ulbrich on staff after he's run the worst defense in football. And, there's lots of questions like that I have but I will save that for another video. But the fact is, things are improving, and the beat doesn't like it, because most of these people, Rick Cimini in particular, have made a career out of trolling Jets fans, making fun of them, and poking fun at the franchise for kicks. Well, that shit ends today. That shit ends. We as a fan base have the power to change the narrative. We also have the power to not fall for the bullshit, to not fall for their clickbait, to not fall for their negative bullshit based on an agenda or based on chasing clicks. So support independent Jets media, support people who have the Jets' best interest at heart, and we can change the narrative. We have the power. We have 100% of the power. These people would be nothing without us. And hopefully they will eventually be nothing, because they don't deserve our attention. They don't deserve our clicks. They don't deserve our time. We only need to focus on people and outlets who only have the best Jets interests at heart, who could deliver hard-hitting and honest analysis without any bullshit, without any agendas, or will do anything to chase the clicks. And I'm gonna leave you a few links of places that I think you guys should check out, but also check out my podcast. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to put out videos lately. I've been very busy over the holiday season, but I will definitely be posting a lot more going forward, and I look to continue the conversation about the Jets, and I hopefully you enjoy it. So support independent media. Fuck the New York beat. They have no interest in seeing the Jets succeed. They only are interested in their downfall. so they can continue laughing at the franchise. But that shit ends now.